So guys, this is it for projects while we're here in the marina. So in this video, we fixed the leaks, raw water leaks on our engine. We killed the rust on our engine. We fixed our shower so it doesn't drain in the bilge. And my baby here provisions us. She gets us all ready to go. So this is the last video.
I didn't do it by myself.
Yes. Well, you did all the repackaging and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I only filled the freezer like half full. It's amazing how much food that thing will hold. So y'all stay tuned and we'll get right into this. So I don't know if you can see this, but this hose clamp was gone. It was just rusted to crap. And so I'm gonna have to, this is salt water dripping right here. Gonna have to clean this up because we're leaving soon. So what I'm gonna do on this is I'm going to cut this thing off, and I've just got a pair of pliers that I can make a quick cut because this has water behind it, and you'll see that here in a minute. So I'm trying not to make water because this goes straight to our dripless, which cools the keeps water from coming in the boat on our prop shaft and things like that. Pretty important. So let's see if I can take this off without squirting too much water, and then cut this guy off. Of course, I'm gonna have to wash all these tools afterwards. There we go. And I've got a little water in here, but I'll drop it down there. But I'm going to put this back on here, and you'll see how small this little thing is right here. Clean off any debris. It doesn't look like it's rusting or corroded or anything, so that should be good. But I've only got that much lip to work with, so you have to use a small hose clamp on this. Okay. And now we're leaking a lot of water. I'm going to have to wash the engine off because this salt water corrodes. What, baby?
Planning on sinking us before we leave?
Oh yeah. No, I don't plan on sinking us at all. See if we can get this drip stopped. Okay, there's no more drip there. And that's good. I'm going to have to replace this on the bottom as well for our dripless. But after I do this, I'm going to have to wash all my tools and the top of this engine off with fresh water. Okay. And I can't put another clamp on this, so I just have to work with it. But you see all this rust up here? I imagine this was from them either changing it and not rinsing it off, or just it leaking due to not being maintained. This hose clamp right here looks like it needs to be changed too. I don't know if you can see that, but it is very rusty, and that's going to be hard to get off. So I'm going to change that as well. It's also going to corrode all this wiring up if I don't rinse this out, because this is salt water and I don't want to leave out them connections. But that is not going to work. So I do have hose clamps over here. I have a big pile of them, so that will fit. But I got to get that off. That's going to be fun. See here, this is the clamp that came off right here. So that one was pretty much gone. Now I'm going to see if I can change this other one without adding too much water to our bilge. Let's see if it even turns. Oh, it just rusted off. That's just rusting apart. See if I can use a screwdriver. There's just nothing left of that. This is going to be harder. Well, say it's going to be harder. Yeah, that is completely gone. Just rusted through. So after I get done with all this, I'm going to have to let's see. Am I going from the top? Yeah. Oh, I turned off my light. Wonder if I want to bring this from the bottom. We'll see how this works. Maybe the top would be better so the salt water doesn't leak in the tightening mechanisms. And I'm not using my impact over here because I don't want to expose it to the salt water. I do like my impact, so. And I see it dripping a little water. See if it drips anymore. Not seeing any drips. I'm going to crank up the engine, of course, and see what drips. But let me look at the rest of our hose clamps. These over here look good. Need some rinse off. I just need to rinse everything off. These over here look good. Now I have one under the floor I've got to replace. So I've replaced these two hose clamps and they're gone. Gone, of course. Okay. That one looks to be good. Wow, they really tighten the shit out of these. That's raw water. And this feeds our exhaust from here. We have a hose clamp here. Let me give you a closer look at what we're looking at. Okay, so I replaced this hose clamp right here and this one right here. We have these hose clamps right here on the back of the engine. That one seems to be good. I'm going to spray it off. And I'm going to kill some rust on this thing. That one looks to be good. These up here are raw wire. I don't see leaking. Looks like it did at one point, but I'm going to kill the rust on this. And then you got this, just goes to our air breather. That's a PVC valve, I believe. Yeah, that's a PVC valve. And we have these under here. They look pretty good. Just gonna rinse them off. And then back there. So this is all on the back of the engine I'm working on right now. And there is my pile of hose clamps. Now down here, when we haul out, we're most likely going to have to replace the seat cock here, the green one. Right now it's in the off position, but we have these hoses on. I'm going to treat this for rust. I don't see it coming through. Treat these for rust, and
This guy down here looks to be fine. Get a lie on that. Yeah, I already replaced that one. That's right. So, yeah. So now I'm just going to wrench it down. And then I'm going to pump out water. Let me open up the front of the engine so we get more light. Okay, so we'll start from back here. Rinse all this off. And that's it. Gonna make a ton of water to pump out there. Oop. Alrighty then. I'm gonna rinse off the front of the engine and that'll be done. Okay, so now I've rinsed the whole engine, top to bottom. And I'm gonna go crank this up and see what leaks. Looks like our temps gauge is wrong. Tell me if I'm right about that. Okay. So now we're gonna let this get up to temperature, and you see my wife, she's steadily cleaning stainless steel. So that smells strong. So yeah, this boat's looking good. We're leaving soon, so we gotta get this done. Okay, I'm working on killing this rust. I've already sprayed this down. This was the worst part, but I'm gonna get in here, try to clean all this up. And you're supposed to rinse this stuff off. I'm using this rust dissolver from Rust-Oleum, and hopefully it cleans it up pretty good. I'm also going to clean up that and kill the rust, and also this on my linkage here, kill the rust there, because I don't want to not be able to shift. So I'm just brushing this on with this brush right here, and then I'm going through and I'm using this wire brush to kind of scrub it. And it's hard to do this with one hand, but let's see. It's going to take a lot to get this off. I'll show it again after I'm done. Okay, so I've brushed it on, I've wire brushed it, and it says not to let this shit dry. So I'm going to, let me see if I can get in there, spray this off with a water hose. I got that, I even got my linkage over there, and yeah, so let's see what it looks like afterwards. So after cleaning that rust, this is what it looks like. So I'm back over here. Let's see. We did get Rust-Oleum paint, so that should take care of any rust left behind. But that right there started to look more like a mold. Okay, so I just decided it's still not dry yet, but to paint this with flat black, just to prevent the rust from coming. I didn't get the top of that bolt as well as I should, but it should help prevent a little bit of the rust. I can maybe spray a little bit more back there. And yeah, I painted that too. That's just fresh. So it's just Rust-Oleum flat black though. Now we have a bit of a shower issue. Both of our showers drain to the bilge, and they have the shower sumps, but the pipes are broke off. So I'll show you the aft bathroom first and show you what we have to do. So down under this floor by the aft head, oh, there's our battery, 41%. Hopefully you can see down there, but the shower nozzles just broke off right there. I'm going to start by removing this drain. Okay, here goes nothing. Let me see if I can record this. Yep. It's tight enough. That one's in there sideways. Look at that. Rolling sideways. So I don't think that one screw is the original one. I think this is going to be a bigger job than what I think it's going to be. Okay. Let's see if that pops up. And there's our hole. Ooh, battery cables and everything. This does not look original. There's another screw that's holding this piece down. So I'm going to take this off. I took this piece off the bottom here. So I'm going to see if I can't reattach this some way a little bit better. Okay, so we have two screws, one each side. Remove these. Let me there. Let's see if this thing pops out. No. Okay, it does pop out, but I have to be careful because I don't want to break this, and so I'm gonna chisel away at this silicone some more while I clean it in here. So I think I have this thing cleaned up as best I can, and this they tried to JB weld it once, but they tried it from here. There's no JB weld on this, so we've taken it apart, and we're going to load some JB weld in here and squish it together and see how that works. 6 minute set time. It's nice and windy out here. Hopefully you can hear me. So we're going to set this up. And this is just a 1-to-1 ratio. I have a little stirring device. So this is the still, this is the hardener. So I can pour this out here. This will never set. I think that's enough. The hardener. This is when the time starts ticking. So paste a little bit of that. I think that's about the same amount. And don't get the steel in with the hardener because it will never open again. So we'll mix this up. And I'm looking for a nice kind of a dark gray consistency. Almost black. I don't know, what color is that? You tell me. what I'm trying to do is get a good solid thick coating all the way around this thing, so it squishes out. I like it when it squishes. Make sure it's nice and even down here. I think that should do it. Now, so these are the ones that screw in, so I've got to do it this way. I think I got it sealed all the way around. It's already got a lip in there, so it should already be sealed, but I want to fill in all the holes around it like that. Looks good. And now I gotta hold this until my hand gets too tired. My wife's cooking us dinner on anchor, and she's finding every handhold to hold on to.
What are you talking about? Like this? That's why it's there. We're rocking.
Oh, I'm rocking. Okay, my baby's provisioning the meat. Individually wrapped. And
All kinds of chicken, beef in there.
see what the freezer looks like. I just defrosted it. Nothing in there really. So.
Not yet.
Okay guys, so we got this glued. You see it? It's pretty good. And now I've got beetle tape around it. My wife's idea, because I was going to jump and just get the caulk and fill it up like the last people, but this should be easier to clean. And then on the screw holes, I put beetle tape over there where the screws are going to go through. And I'm not going to use the other screw holes that they drilled in there, because then they screwed this down, then they mounted the screen on top. I'm just going to mount it all together as one piece. So as you can see down there's our pipe, and I'm going to put this direction in the direction of our pipe, and hopefully I can line up these screws, which I did, and screw them in. So let me get this. I'm gonna hand screw these in. So let me go offline here. Now we'll get the bottom screwed in. So we have the drain in, and I've already tested this, but I'll show you what we did. If you look up in there, I actually did put some more JB weld on it just to make sure it holds in. So it took another couple hours. So now let's run some water in the shower, see if the sump works. So drain our tanks. There it goes. Hear it? Yeah, sumping. So my baby's been working her butt off.
I was playing boat yoga with our bed.
Doing laundry, and yeah, the provisioning's done. Let me show you what our freezer looks like here. So that's about $200 worth of food down there, and it still has a little room left. So a sump was definitely a requirement, and yes, took a shower, changed clothes. It's nice. So now we're ready to get out there on the hook. Okay guys, hopefully that was entertaining at least, but JB Weld, good fix for our issue in the shower. An engine, while not perfect, it does look better, and it's not leaking water, so we won't get new rust, which is a good thing. And yeah, that food, hopefully the boat can carry that as we go down the ICW. It's gonna be too heavy, right?
The food?
Yeah, we loaded it up, plus all that water. But
yeah, I think we'll be fine.
But also check out this girl's recipes. She does recipes.
You do recipes?
Well, she's we've been doing a lot of other things, so they haven't been as
as frequent as usual, but she does do recipes.
I was going for because I used to do them weekly when we lived landlubber life. That was easy. And since we've been on a boat, it was supposed to be every 2 weeks, and it's been like once a month because boat projects have been getting in the way, and he's my videographer, and when he's not available, I can't really do
I'm always available.
Well,
for her,
if he's in the middle of getting the boat ready so we can leave the marina, it's been kind of setting us back. So it's probably going to be like that for another few months. But I do have one coming out.
Yep.
In a few days.
Yeah, so y'all stay tuned for that, and go ahead, and if you like our video, it's down there. Looks like that. If you like our channel, subscribe, also down there. If you want to leave comments, feedback, go ahead. You know, tell me I did something.
Slobs over here. Excuse my messy house. I haven't organized this yet.
And yeah, after we get, hopefully we'll be more organized in the next video. And y'all.
Hard to organize in a tiny space.
It is.
Having a hard time with that.
And with that, y'all please take care.